just this whole thing with my mother.
What?
I just don't know if I can go through with it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the most egregious movie scenes that definitely deserved to be deleted. Spoilers to come.
You have no idea the trouble you are in.
Number 10. Brock holds the heart of the ocean. Titanic. This epic romance had the perfect ending, or at least the most iconic. We could have gotten something much less impressive.
Oh my God.
Jesus!
In this deleted scene, Rose still aims to drop the heart of the ocean into the sea. Only this time, Brock and Rose's granddaughter catch her in the act. Rose then allows Brock to hold the necklace before she drops it into the ocean.
Wait. Just let me hold it in my hand. Please. Just once.
With its corny dialogue and rather strange acting, this scene was superfluous at best. The final cut of the movie, with Rose alone and uninterrupted, was a much better artistic decision as a whole. Number 9. Moana wasting coconuts. Moana. Disney's extensive research on Polynesian culture reaped fruit in this successful film inspired by extensive trips to Fiji, Samoa, and Tahiti.
You are the future of our people, Moana. And they are not out there. They are right here.
The film is overall respectful of the culture and setting, although some of their original ideas didn't pass muster as very indigenous-friendly. Moana's original script initially had a humorous scene of Moana, after a fight with her father, starts tossing coconuts in her frustration.
She's so mad at him. And so the way our story artist drew it, she was just tossing coconuts up in the air and just whacking at him out into the ocean.
The Oceanic Story Trust, however, vetoed the idea, as coconuts are a precious resource. It would have been deemed wasteful, if not out of character, for a Polynesian girl to have done so. We are glad this was left on the cutting room floor.
We adjusted that, and there's a whole different way she expresses her sort of frustration.
It has the same energy, the same feel, not disrespecting the coconut.
Number 8. Dante's death. Clerks. This is another alternate ending that would have gone over badly.
All right, don't you think you're taking this a bit too hard?
Too hard? I don't have enough indignities in my life.
Kevin Smith's debut film follows young clerk Dante, forced to cover a fellow employee's morning shift and all the wacky shenanigans of that day. The film's first ending, in which Dante is shot dead by a random robber, would have killed the light comic vibe entirely.
But did you forget something?
Smith wanted the dramatic irony of Dante dying when he was not supposed to be there in the first place. This dark ending would have been jarring to say the least, not fitting the tone of the film at all. We're just glad this was left in the editing room.
You're closed.
Number 7. E.T. watches Mary sleep. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This beloved alien might have been less family-friendly had director Steven Spielberg kept a certain moment in.
Elliot. I'm keeping him. What is it? Hurt you, Gertie.
During the scene in which E.T. explores the house, he also walks in on Mary sleeping naked in bed. E.T. is the equivalent of a toddler, and this scene is meant to show his curiosity about humans.
But B is for boy with a baseball and bat.
But this was unnecessary and still would have not been the best way to show it. Only some photographs of the deleted scene survive, which neatly encapsulates why it was removed in the first place. It was definitely for the best. Number 6. Uncle Frank pulls down Kevin's pants. Home Alone. Speaking of unintentionally creepy scenes, Kevin's life before he was accidentally left home alone was more than just a little chaotic.
What is the matter with you? He started it. He ate my pizza on purpose. He knows I ate sausage and olives and
Look what
onions
you
and-
did, you little jerk.
This deleted scene would have turned Kevin's family from mildly jerky to downright abusive. Obnoxious Uncle Frank of Little Jerk fame pulls down Kevin's pants as a joke.
My name's Kevin.
Your name's Kevin? You know what they're gonna call you in France, don't you, huh?
Why this was ever even briefly considered to be a scene worth including in the final cut is beyond us. It's terrible at best, creepy at worst. Thankfully, it was deleted, leaving this family-friendly Christmas classic as unproblematic as ever.
I made my family disappear.
Number 5. Forrest saves MLK. Forrest Gump. Much of the charm of this Oscar-winning film is watching Forrest Gump meet celebrities and even presidents in fun coincidences.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pee.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
One meeting would have had Forrest meet Martin Luther King Jr. himself. As Forrest and Jenny are walking down a bridge, they hear MLK and the Selma protesters being attacked by police dogs.
Sorry that I interrupted your parade. They're just dogs. They don't know any better.
Forrest helps them out by calming down the dogs. Unfortunately, this would have undermined the danger MLK and the protesters would have been in for another of Gump's shenanigans. There is also the unpleasant whiff of the white savior trope. This scene didn't make the cut for good reason.
She sure was right. It's funny how things work out.
Number 4. Chewbacca rips an arm off. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Who doesn't like Han Solo's iconic furry companion?
Chewie, we're home.
The first film of the Star Wars sequel trilogy sees Han and Chewbacca together again, which is fantastic. This deleted scene would have definitely cast Chewbacca in a much darker light. In Episode 7, Rey, Finn, Han, and Chewbacca end up at a bar on the planet Takodana.
Hello, Rey. I'm going to make you pay for what you've done.
I suggest kindly that you let go of me.
When Rey encounters her old boss, Chewie saves the day by breaking his weapon and also his arm. While it's heartwarming for Chewie to protect Rey this way, the arm ripping is grisly overkill.
I'm not afraid of you. Half a Wookiee isn't much.
Number 3. Marty worries about turning gay. Back to the Future. Now, this deleted scene would have dated this sci-fi classic for good.
Let's see if you bastards can do 90.
In the film, Marty McFly ends up going to the 50s and being stuck there. While trying to help his father, Marty unfortunately meets his mother, who develops a crush on him. Marty finds himself going to the dance with his own mother, planning on acting boorishly so his father can come to the rescue.
You come up, you punch me in the stomach, I'm out for the count, right? And you and Lorraine live happily ever after. Oh, you make it sound so easy.
In this deleted scene, he admits to Doc that he worries this whole experience will mess him up psychologically, as in, it will turn him gay.
You know, this is the kind of thing that could screw me up permanently.
It's retrograde at best, prejudiced at worst, and anything but timeless. Number 2. The Hell Scene. Event Horizon. Some deleted scenes can be pure nightmare fuel.
I think that there's a connection between the readings and the hallucinations, like they're all part of a defensive reaction, some sort of immune system.
I don't have time to listen to this.
You have to listen to me.
To what?
I'm saying that this ship is reacting to us and the reactions are getting stronger.
This sci-fi horror cult film follows the crew of Lewis and Clark investigating the missing spaceship Event Horizon, only to discover a massacre. Even worse, there is clearly a supernatural force of the most sinister kind. The film is grisly enough as it is, filled with hallucinations and murder.
You can't leave. She won't let you.
You just get your gear and get back on the Lewis and Clark, Doctor, or you'll find yourself walking home.
I am home.
The deleted scenes featuring the hallucinations would have featured stomach-churning additions, such as mutilations, broken limbs, and even sexual violence. It's a horror movie, all right, but some things are just too much to be countenanced.
You know nothing. Hell is only a word. The reality is much, much worse.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Human Duck. Freaks. This box office bomb turned cult film could have been a lot more twisted.
Get me?
I got you.
Set in a carnival sideshow, the film follows trapeze artist Cleopatra as she tries to seduce and then plot to murder little person Hans to gain his inheritance. When Hans realizes the plot, he and the other circus performers take their revenge on Cleopatra. The film ends darkly with Cleopatra transformed into a human duck. The original deleted ending goes beyond that, showing not just Cleopatra's performance, but also her lover Hercules becoming a castrato. This dark tale of murder and vengeance could have been much darker.
One of their cuts included the fate of the strong man Hercules. Hercules was shown on display much heavier and having had done to him what you might imagine would be done to a man in those circumstances.
Which other deleted scenes are you glad didn't make the final cut? Let us know in the comments down below.
That really sucks, lady!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.